Okay, so welcome back. So you've managed to get DaVinci Resolve successfully installed on your machine. Here we go. With the latest drivers, NVIDIA drivers, and it's working fine. Just fire this thing up. There she goes, onto our project. I should have a little bit of media here here. I don't know if it might be corrupted because I didn't finish copying it. Yeah, got a bit of media. That's a bit of red Komodo footage. Change project frame rate. Create timeline. This is Komodo footage inside the auditorium. Okay, so that's great. That works. And then we'll just quit that. Don't want to save that project. Okay, so yeah, so we've got it running. And what we don't want to do in the future is at some point mess up a couple of things. Mess up our installation. And also we want to make sure it's running as well as we can get it to run. So I've got a little cheat sheet here of bits you can add in. So let's start off, just follow through on it. Let's get a terminal window open. And then we've got, okay, so first thing you always do normally is just to check. I'll just grab them over here. You can see me doing it. Copy, paste that in there, paste, click on that, and this will update, see if there's any updates. Once the password, anything to update. Could be something, maybe, let's grab the sudo part. I mean, obviously you can just do this, this is basically one command, but I'm just copying it so you can show the steps. And now if there is, it'll do it. And removed and not upgraded. Okay, so nothing really to show there. Nothing to, you probably may have a few. And the next thing is we can just directly install our apps that we want to use. Now you've got a software center over here, and you can install tons of apps, and one of the ones I'm going to install is actually already in here, VLC. It's a media player. Okay, it's there. Also, I'm going to install a thing called GParted. I don't know if GParted is in here. Parted, which is just a thing for, there it is, drive editor. Yep, uninstalled. I've already put it on there anyway, but you can do it from here, or if you know what you want, you can just do this one. Just grab that. GParted. I'll put these in the description of the video. Paste. And then it'll tell me these are already installed properly. Yeah, they're already in. Okay, so next up is something now. When you first installed Ubuntu, it did ask you to put some media codecs in there, but there are more, and these are sort of ones that make things a little bit easier to use, like MP3 and everything. Now, it's a bit of an oddity. Canacon, whoever it is, these guys that create Ubuntu can't host these, and they can't distribute them with the package because of licensing. There's sort of weird licensing. It's to do with MP3 and MP4 or whatever. So, but you can install them, and it's totally legal. So they've all been packaged up here. So just put in this. This will give you more codecs to play with. And also, it'll give you, I've already put it in there. When you do it, you also get Microsoft fonts, which you'll have to agree to. So you'll get Arial, Trebuchet, and all those standard fonts. So then this one, sudo apt is preload. Now what preload does, it sort of works out, you just put it in, paste, and put that in, it should already install. And what that will do is sort of pre-guesses in the future what apps you use a lot. So over time, Resolve will open quicker. Over time, Chrome will open quicker. We'll do Chrome installation in a second, actually. You know, so it tells you what will open quicker, and it sort of opens the apps quickly. So like a cached version of your file. Anyway, then what we'll do though, we'll put Chrome on here. If I open Firefox, which is what I had before, come on Firefox, okay, and then you just go to Chrome, and then you can install it. This isn't available in the App Store. This is the way to do it. Download Chrome, and you go for the 64-bit Deb version, which I've already done, accept and install. It'll download locally, and it'll go into your downloads folder. Got a few things in my downloads folder probably. Downloads, and you see it up there. Now the way to run that, again, it's another one of those scripty type moments. It's sudo apt install, and then you just drag the file over. If it does it properly, come on, you can do it so everybody can see. Put that there, and then I just press run, and that would actually install. Okay, I'm not going to do that, but that would install. And basically, you've got Chrome, which is a much more modern browser. Just delete all that, which you could then basically go into here, which I've done. You'll see it in the apps. Oh, it was in the apps. I've moved it up. I've moved it up to the, pinned it on the sidebar. You can pin it up with Steam on there. You can pin anything you like up there. So everybody Rex server is pinned to dashboard. You see that just pops over there, and you can have a look what's going on. Just access it quickly. Anyway, so yeah, so you can put Chrome on there. And the last one, which again, if you pay attention, is a thing called Timeshift. Now, this is really handy. What you want to do, you've got everything working the way you want it to work. And now you install this, because what you're probably going to do at some point in the future is install something or tweak something and it's not going to work. You're going to crash your system. But this isn't just for Unix. You should do this for everything. When I used to work in post-production, or was to run a post house, we basically used to just get everything up running, put Resolve on it, Premiere, Avid, whatever, then clone the drive, and the drive would have to one side. So if you ever needed to get a machine back up quickly to its like actual working state, so there's no extras on it, it would literally, you could flash the drive back again and get the machine back running. Now this does a similar kind of thing for you, but on Unix. So in here you've got a thing called Timeshift. Click on Timeshift. Authenticate. And then let's do the wizard. That's how you would start it. rsync, you want that. Next. It'll estimate the file size. By the way, if I didn't do it, you just put sudo apt install Timeshift into here, pump it, this will download. Now what it immediately asks you to do is select the destination of your snapshot. I've got a couple of things hanging off here, but you want to have an ext4 formatted drive, external drive. Obviously you don't want to boot to an internal, you don't want to back up to an internal, and basically you just put this on here, next, how many times you want to do it, how many snapshots you want. I mean, fundamentally I'd do one, and then basically keep it, and then it would go no further, because you never want to store obviously any media on your boot drive. There's one for you. Don't leave any media on your boot drive. We'll talk about Resolve in a second. So basically you just, you've got a snapshot of the system with a working version of Resolve with the latest drivers that you installed. Okay, and then next, and then you can include all files, next, and that's it basically. And then you can create snapshots. Okay, no snapshots available. So, and then it'll basically fire one of those off, take it to one side. If the machine goes pear-shaped, you can reinstall this and get back up and running quickly. Now, okay, so that's all your quick toys to get everything done. You've got everything done. I'm going to save that. And basically, you've got everything going. But what about Resolve? So let's fire up Resolve. It's opening quicker now with that preload thing. And watch it come up, Now, obviously you can do a local database, okay. Basically, you can bring it locally, you can back it up here, you can do it on a drive, great, okay, which is fantastic. You can put it on an external drive, I mean, something like that. You could put it onto a Google Drive, or even you could even do it onto Microsoft. You could put it onto some cloud storage directly, pretend cloud drive here. So you've got that way of doing it. You've got a network one, so you could have it on a network connection and have your library there. Or the other one, which is quite handy actually for this, is cloud, because now you can host your library in the cloud. This may not be great for, unless you've got tons of money to spend in your production house. You can actually store all your libraries up in the cloud, which is really handy, because it doesn't matter where you go, you can just reconnect and pull these things back down again. So that's just taken out of your hands. So obviously your snapshot backup won't include any of this, but you need somewhere to back up your backup, basically back up your library and back up your files. So yeah, so you've got a couple of options here. I like this one. Local, I'd do that to an external or even a cloud drive externally. I've got one running somewhere. I had one on iCloud. I had the database up on there. It's been working for years and it's fine. But yeah, there's lots of ways to do it, but that's something you need to separate from the main backup. Anyway, there we go. I hope that's useful. And now you should have a fully working Ubuntu Resolve installation with all the little tweaks done, and now you've got Chrome. You can put other things on there, but obviously you need to do it from that initial state before you start adding programs and things that can corrupt it. And off it goes. Anyway, I hope that's useful for somebody. Thanks for watching.